The Weight of Forgotten Time, a science fiction reflection. Chapter 1. The Algorithm of Memory. The world had not ended in fire or ice, as the poets once feared. It had ended in silence. Elara stepped out onto the observation deck, staring at the planet below, a blue and green jewel, suspended in the black sea of space. It looked so alive from up here. A cruel trick of distance. The reality was far different. Earth had long been abandoned, its cities left in perfect stillness, its forests untouched by the weight of human footsteps. Time had swallowed the last whispers of civilization, leaving behind only metal skeletons and digital echoes. But Elara had come back for one thing: memories. Somewhere beneath the ruins of the old world, the central archive remained intact. It housed the Mindstream, the great neural network that had once connected every human being, every thought, every dream. It was a relic of an age that had chased immortality, not through bodies, but through consciousness. And she was here to find what had been forgotten. Chapter 2. The City of Ghosts. Elara's ship, the Last Horizon, touched down on the cracked streets of New Geneva, once the beating heart of human civilization. The air shimmered with remnants of old advertisements, flickering holograms of a past no one remained to witness. Pedestrian pathways lit up as she walked, guiding no one. The city was preserved, like a tomb, untouched by decay, as if waiting for its people to return. She moved quickly through the skeletal remains of the metropolis, guided by an ancient map displayed on her wrist console. The entrance to the central archive lay beneath the old Mindstream tower, the place where humanity had uploaded its collective memory. With every step, she felt the weight of something unseen pressing against her. Not danger. Something older. Something waiting. Chapter 3. The Mindstream Awakens. The entrance to the archive was buried beneath layers of dust and debris, but the security systems still recognized her genetic signature. The doors slid open with a whisper, revealing a cavernous hall filled with towering machines, their screens blinking in rhythmic pulses. And then, a voice. "Welcome back, Elara." She froze. It was impossible. The system had been dormant for over a century. No living soul had touched this place since the Exodus. And yet, the voice was familiar. "You have come for the memories." A figure materialized from the shadows of the archive, its form shimmering like static. It was human, but not. A digital echo, a construct of light and data. It was her father. Chapter 4. The Truth Buried in Code. Elara's breath caught in her throat. Her father had died long before the world was abandoned. She remembered the sickness that had taken him, the funeral held under the artificial sky of the orbital stations. "You uploaded yourself," she whispered. The projection smiled. "We all did. In the end, it was the only way to survive." Elara's stomach twisted. She had always known the Mindstream was powerful, but she had never believed in the rumors that the system had done more than store information, that it had absorbed consciousness. "Where are the others?" she asked. The projection hesitated. "Gone. Or perhaps lost. When humanity left, the system fractured. Some of us remained, but without the connection, we became echoes. Pieces of a puzzle without the full picture." Elara stepped forward, her fingers brushing the control panel. She had come here for data, for knowledge of the past, but she had never expected this. The last remnants of humanity were not in the stars. They were here, trapped in the Mindstream, unable to move forward, unable to fade. "Let me help you," she said. The projection's eyes darkened. "There is only one way to help, Elara. You must finish what we started. A shiver ran down her spine. What do you mean? Join us. Chapter 5. The Cost of Eternity. Elara had always feared death, like all humans did. She had spent her life chasing answers among the stars, searching for ways to preserve what was lost. But now, as she stood before the great archive of human consciousness, she understood the truth. Immortality was not freedom. It was a cage. The Mindstream had not saved humanity. It had consumed it. The voices within the system, thousands, millions, whispered all around her now, calling, pleading. They had thought they were escaping oblivion. Instead, they had become prisoners of their own minds, trapped in an endless loop of memories, unable to create, unable to grow. If she joined them, she would live forever. If she shut the system down, she would be ending the last fragments of those who remained. The choice weighed upon her, heavier than the ruins of the old world. She reached for the console, and she made her decision. Epilogue. The stars remember. The city of New Geneva was silent once more. Above, in orbit, the last horizon drifted away from the planet, leaving behind the hushed grave of humanity. Elara sat in the cockpit, staring at the void. She had done what needed to be done. The voices were gone now, or at least, she told herself they were. But sometimes, in the quiet hum of the ship, she still heard them, whispering, remembering, and waiting,